The following presentation is part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network.
What's up, Bombad fam? This is your boy Jerry, the Canon Junkie. We are here after a 2-week hiatus, the Bombadcast. We are just so glad to be back and glad to be a part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network, where there is a show for literally every kind of Star Wars fan. We have Around the Galaxy. We have Postcards from the Galaxy's Edge. We have Holochronicles. We have Beyond the Blast Doors Live. We have Streaming Star Wars. And maybe another very awesome show that you may be watching right now. But guys, you can find all of these great shows and our mediocre one at beyondtheblastdoors.com. And if you like the Bombadcast, the Beyond the Blast Doors network, you can support us as a patron on Patreon. So you know what? Follow us on Twitter at Bombadcast. Support us on Patreon. Not only our show, but you'll support all of those amazing shows. And the tiers start at only $5 a month. And that is maybe the price of a way too expensive cup of coffee, but that's okay because it's once a month. What are you going to do? You know, you got to get that coffee sometime. But guys, here we are. And the 1 year mark of our podcast, and I would be nothing without my buddy, my compatriot, my Bombad, I would say co-host, but it's just like my Bombad co-king, Mr. Scotty Jarreau. Let's bring him in. Scotty, how you doing, friend?
Well, yeah, I'm very excited to be here, but I have one thing I have to show my other co-host, Jerry. It's
reveal.
It's a 50th episode and 1 year anniversary. I guess surprise.
You remembered.
I was hanging out with Paul all day, and he decided to do something for me. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh snap! Look at that, a makeover. Oh my god!
I was chilling with Paul way too much today, and he was like, "Let me do your makeup." I said, "No. I know it's the 50th, and I know you want to be. I know you." He left a voicemail too, but he was like, "Come on, let me do your makeup," and I'm like, "No, don't make me, please, God, no." And here we are.
Yeah. Paul, you have outdone yourself, friend.
Paul did a great job. I mean, literally just all. Let me see if I can get a little bit better lighting because this.
Get maybe like just the whole get a wide shot going here.
There we go,
guys.
Yeah,
we have on the 50th episode and the 1 year podiversary of the Bombadcast, the Star Child with us.
Yes,
here among us.
It was I don't know. I was a little look how blue Paul looks. I just was over there, you know, I love Paul to death. I was over there, we were hanging out, and he goes, "Tonight's the 50th?" And I said, "Yeah, Paul, tonight's the 50th. And he's like, well, we got to make sure you look good. And I said, okay.
Did he correct himself too? Did he go, well, wait, that didn't sound Paul enough. Well,
yeah, because he was, you know, this is really how Paul talks.
He loses it for a second.
Yeah, he does. Paul talks, he talks a little like this. And he, you know, it took a second and he was like, well, that's pretty much what he did. And then he broke into it. But yeah, man, Paul came in clutch. I got a hairpiece.
Wow.
lipstick and all. This is going to be an interesting anniversary episode. We're here. Let's take a smile for the screen grabs now. Nice.
Very nice. That's very. Ooh, yeah. I see. You are very expressive in that makeup. I will say.
It's rock and roll.
Yeah. How far?
Jerry,
I was gonna say how far can the tongue come out, but that does not sound good.
Wrong person. Yeah. Wrong person too. That's what
right.
That's what Gene does. But
yeah.
I'm so glad that for our audio listeners, I'm sorry. This is the one they're gonna have to put down.
We do visual gags now.
Yeah, it's
a thing.
It is a thing, and
you should be watching this one. It's the 1-year podiversary.
It is, and there's going to be other great things to come along with this. We're going to have like photos from people that have been on Bombadcast before. We've got it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Jerry, what are we talking about today? Why is today such a special day?
Well, today we are talking about how we've actually survived and have people still listening to us after 50 episodes. And we're part of a network now who I guess is okay with what we do. They're like, hey, you guys just do your thing. It's funny because they're always like, okay, we've got this plan to do this kind of stuff. Bombadcast. You do you.
Yeah, it's pretty much every time we talk.
Great.
They're like, what do y'all have planned? Like, oh, we're talking about the THX versus the Fox. They're like, all right, whatever.
We're talking about. We haven't quite reached the level of like blast points where they talk Star Wars feet and stuff.
Yeah, no,
and all that.
No.
We're not there, but that's blast points thing. We don't want to steal their thunder. Okay, Bombad is another thing. It's a whole other.
And Cherry, it took us so long to get to this moment in terms of like where are we creatively, and if this is not just a perfect example of where we are creatively, then I don't know what is, because we've pushed the bar. We've had incredible guests these past 50 episodes. If you're just joining us today, I don't know if this will be every episode, but you might get one of these in celebration, just a little bit. How we doing, people? Imagine just
if you legit start doing this every episode,
that would be ridiculous.
I would be impressed.
Oh man!
But we're gonna have to hire a makeup crew because I don't think we can have Katie do that every time. I don't know.
No, and she did the tribute to Katie.
Shout out to the Bombadcast makeup department,
yes,
Katie.
Definitely. But in all seriousness, Jerry, I gotta say, we've 50 episodes. I've never done 50 of anything. 50 push-ups. I can't count to 50. I can't. I've honestly the best grade I give students are 50s on their grades, and I always get emails. I'm just not good at doing anything past 50. So we've peaked. This is peaking.
This is it.
This is peaking right here. For
everyone, this is it, guys. And quite frankly, this. Here, best of times. This is the best time as any to let you know. Yep. This is the last episode of Bombadcast as well.
That's it, baby. It's gonna be a kiss podcast,
and it's the shortest one too. Later. No, guys. No, we are just getting started. All right, we're just getting started, and by just getting started, I mean, my gosh, just look at the lip work is good on that, by the way. I don't know if that's the proper phrasing, the lip work. I was not prepared for the cutback. I was not prepared for that. Woo! But yeah, gosh, 50 episodes. And for a year.
We did it.
And your quarantine hair is looking amazing, by the way.
I know. I can't
believe I'm so excited with the makeup and everything. It looks great. Does
it make sense why I shaved the stash now? For anyone that was watching Twitter, does it make?
Wait. Did you did Paul like hold you down or something? And
what happened was I was in. You could
pulls
see
out like an old fashioned straight razor, like Sweeney Todd.
Yes, he was like. Check this
out.
No, baby.
I
was made for loving you and shaving your face. And I was like, all right, that's fine.
Just
and he takes
cartoonishly,
whoop, and then he literally, I was standing
all in
there,
one,
and he went
clean
whoop.
shave.
He did like that, and it was just done. And I don't know. I think it
came off in 2 pieces.
It did. It is a boop, boop.
Looks like a fake one.
Oh.
I think he took the top layer skin for that,
Yeah.
but it's very gentle, very gentle.
It was fine. It was fine. And it's funny because this is what you come here for. This is a lot what people said in their audios. Like, we've come for like we've came for something else and got something different. That's what it's all about. You expected a very handsome redheaded man, but you get Paul Stanley from Kios, and you get Gerald, the canned junkled cabled. And yeah, I'm just blown away. Like I said earlier, 50. How? What? I'm just, Jerry, could you imagine a year ago when we first started doing this? And like, I remember being like, all right, here goes nothing. And we had guested on Coruscant Underground Radio, and we had just recorded our first episode.
That was our first appearance, honestly.
It's amazing.
Right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was just on. And again, we'll get to them eventually, but thank you to Andrew and Marisha for just like having us on, because they thought we were cool dudes. Like, that was just so awesome. And yeah. We're gonna have to. Can you do the Folgers commercial? The best part of waking.
Okay, I'll do the whole thing.
Okay.
This is
my God.
Wake up call. Try to ring, go for it all. The Folger stirs inside of me. You know that you can't breathe. Here it is, the sky. Hey man, watch me fly. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your car.
Whoa. Scotty, stop. Enough homes have been broken during that short little thing. The marriages can take no more of the people who are watching this, the relationships, the good relationships. I mean, oh my gosh. I'm trying to keep this as family friendly as possible. Whew, is it hot in here? Oh my gosh.
This is what you've wanted for the 2 weeks we've been absent, I'm just blown away. Jerry.
Yeah. Full-blown coffee commercial, Paul Stanley.
Yes, 1990s Paul. I have a question for you, though. Paul asked me earlier, and I don't remember the answer, because we're kind of like the Rolling Stones. We've been doing it since 1964, and I just forget things of all the drugs we've done together, all the crack cocaine.
Countless.
It's been amazing.
Countless illicit substances.
Jerry,
I can't even say substances correctly because of all the illicit substances.
Well, the big question is, you developed it, Jerry. I remember we were talking about what it means and
I thought you meant the drugs. I was like, no, okay, no, yeah, no,
Jerry. What I'm talking about is, Paul asked me earlier. He's leaning back, he's got women all over him, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, and he's like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry. And
the pandemic is over. That's why I got all these girls.
Pretty much what he did. He was like, how you doing, Scotty? I'm like, dude, I'm in the same room as you. And he's like, look, here's the deal. I have a question for Jerry on the Bombadcast.
I'm honored.
And I said, Paul, what is it? And he said, where did he come up with the phrase "Stay Bombad"? And I was like, Paul, I really don't know. And this could be kind of a double question, because I have a question along with Paul. What does it mean? And what is staying Bombad? What does it even mean, Gerald? And where did the name Bombadcast come from? Because it's been a year since we've talked about this, right? What does it mean, Jerry?
Yes, Scotty, it has been a year. Okay, so as you can see in our logo, down in I'm too close to the thing. Down there, underneath the Star Child there. Jar Jar is in between us, Mr. Binks. And one of his catchphrases, one of his lines in the film is, whoa, you guys Bombad, right? or like Boston Ass even says it later in the film. We should make you Bombad General. Okay. So we were just like throwing back and forth. Like, I think I wanted to call the podcast because you guys know how I am. I like to tick people off and stuff.
You know how he is.
I love that things that everyone hates, and so I love to rub that in everyone's faces.
Yep.
And so I wanted to call the podcast Subverted Expectations. You remember that at first?
I do remember that.
We're like, okay.
Not as catchy.
It's not, but it's still like, I'm still proud of that. I'm still like keeping that in my back pocket for whenever this inevitably falls through. But that'll be my segment on another show or something. Maybe. I don't know.
If this is to bring us down, I don't know what will.
To be fair, though, that's a great definition of Bombadcast is subverted expectations. For
this episode,
if you didn't like Last Jedi, you're probably not going to. Maybe you'll enjoy us. I don't know. We're fun to hang out with and everything, but you definitely don't get what you expected. We hold something in front of you and then we bob and weave the other direction. That's how we go.
We're good about that.
Yes, we're very good. But anyway, so then I don't know even where I came up with it. I think we were just like talking back and forth, and I thought, dude, how punk rock would it be? Because everyone it's cool to be like, oh, Jar Jar's dumb. I hate Jar Jar, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I
Jar
agree.
Jar, Jar Jar,
I
Jar Jar.
agree.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, what if we do like a Jar Jar Binks themed, like kind of a thing, and like you do like punk rock, like screw you guys. Jar Jar's cool, whatever. We love it, and own it. And just that Bombad word came to mind. And then, of course, if you have a podcast, you take a word and put that goes along with the subject you're talking about, and you just put cast on the end of it. You just smack it on there, bolt it on, or super glue it, duct tape, whatever you got.
If I must say, we've got one of them. I don't know. I feel that our name is pretty clever because
I think so.
No one ever knows.
It's a thinker.
Yes, it is. It takes a second.
If you're not like a diehard Star Wars fan. That is,
Sure. I agree. And that's kind of the funny part.
That's
to
a
me
fan
as well.
spline.
Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of hilarious, the fact that it's a little difficult for people to read. My Google doesn't know whenever I say, hey, Google. Hey, Google.
It's not a real word. I mean, it's two words.
Yeah.
Like Bombad. It's like, and it's not even like it's like
See?
bomb and bad.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
But it's just Bombad.
Well, then you take the word like bombastic, and that's kind of it. I don't know.
And something that I've also like almost accidentally hashtagged our stuff with is Bomboclat or whatever it is on Twitter. I have no idea.
Do you know what that means?
Not entirely.
I can tell you real quick. I'll tell you. I will
enlighten me. But it's funny because
I the word because we got younger listeners.
I know I'm 33.
Bomboclat is the F word in Jamaican.
Oh, hey, sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. No, I don't know. Okay. See, okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it does make
sense.
So
I've come really close to accidentally hitting that hashtag and stuff.
Oh, I know. I know.
Because it's so close. So stay Bombad does not mean F you in Jamaican. It does not. I just like that, stay like it was almost like the way he used it was like, whoa, you guys Bombad, like it was the way the good usage of bad, like, oh, you're bad, man, or like, like Shaft, you're a bad mother
sick,
effer,
brah.
All that, like sick, oh dude, you got Bombad, So I don't know even where, because like you don't say stay bad to anybody, unless you want to get horribly beat up in an alley.
Sure.
Hey guys, stay bad. But I don't know. It just kind of like popped into my head. I was like, dude, we end every episode saying like stay Bombad. That's it really just kind of rolled off the tongue. It's like one of those ideas.
But it's funny because I don't know any other podcast, and this may be me, but that literally has stuck with something since episode 1 in terms of like, a catchphrase. Sometimes even a podcast name changes after the first episode. And episode 0 was a year ago, and like if you go back,
Where do we start with zero? I remember getting like crap about that. I think from Rural Farm Boy even. He was like, you start with zero.
You got to be on zero. You gotta have a before the beginning.
Numerically correct.
Because it's an introduction episode. You don't want to, that's not the first. That can't be the first. It's got to be the zero episode. So with that being said, though, it was like, so at the very end of it, you can literally be like, oh, it says, like, we actually say stay Bombad. So yeah, I thought it always worked. Like, honestly, I thought it was a great phrase.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's taken us to this level of fandom and fame. So it's super important that we continue the phrase. And you know what's really kind of awesome? I love you, Jerry Cable. I do with all my heart. You have become one of the closest friends I've had this entire year. And I just want to tell you how much I enjoy doing this with you and how lucky I feel that we even have people that want to listen or watch, because it's just, I don't know, I feel very lucky. And I feel like we've grown up together in this community. We got to see the end of the Skywalker saga. I don't know why I said it like that. We've got to see the end of the Skywalker saga. And we also got to see The Mandalorian begin, Clone Wars end. I feel like we've gone through a lot together emotionally. And man, I just love doing this with you. It's so much fun. And I feel lucky to have listeners. And we've got messages from some of our listeners. But Jerry, I don't know. You got anything special you want to say?
Bombaclot you, man. I don't. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, it is insane when you think about the place we are in Star Wars, as Star Wars fans, all the content that's out, and the milestones that have happened since we've known each other, since we went to Celebration Chicago, right? In 2019, it was 2019. What year is it again?
Yep. It is 2020.
Yeah. But that experience changed my life forever. And seriously, you guys are all just gonna have to deal with it out there while me and Scotty tell each other we love you. We love each other. But I am so glad that we started this, man. I mean, this has just been a lifesaver in some respects for me, just an escape, a just amazing, what am I even trying to say? Like creative outlet and stuff that I haven't had since I was playing music in college, you know?
I agree.
Never in a million. I just wanted to start so I could have like an outlet to talk about Star Wars with someone I really enjoyed talking to Star Wars about, you know? And part of me, I will say, part of me was like, I would listen to a lot of podcasts like, I can do that better. I know that name. But then you guys know, you come on here and I forget all the names. So yeah, it's harder than it looks when you get into the lights and all that. So, but no, dude, Scott, I can't believe we are where we are.
I know.
And
it's
again,
amazing. I
don't know if I'd say famous. It's not more infamous amongst Twitter peeps and stuff, you know, like, oh, that's those Jar Jar guys. But
we've made so many friends along the way with this, man. It's the crazy part. It's like I had made friends on the Twitter world before this, and I was very thankful for all the friends we had made. But I feel like that now we've got this platform people want to hear, and like we've had amazing guests. We've had very unexpected people want to be on the show and want to join in and hang out with us. And I feel just so fortunate to even be able to have this outlet to talk to those people, you know, and look what I get to do. This is what I do on a Sunday. Like this is it's for the show. But what I'm saying is I've never had an outlet creatively that I've been actually I've had a couple of endeavors, but nothing that people have ever been like, hey, we're waiting for your next episode. You know, I've had people be like, hey, I'm shocked. And like, I feel like I am so thankful for every listener that has ever even given us a chance, and any listener that's repeated, and people that have just shaped this show from the beginning. And it's really funny because we put a message out there asking fans and listeners and previous guests what it means to stay Bombad. And we've got like some submissions in, and this is, you know, this episode's one half, you know, me and Sherry celebrating, but it's the other half of them celebrating. And it's like 20 people, it's 20 plus people. And it's like, I never thought we'd ever get to the point where we can talk about, you know, Bombadcast being a brand or something that we're very proud of, and we're on a network now. I don't know. I'm just super stoked.
I wouldn't say proud. No, I'm just kidding. No, if I can, real quick.
Sure.
Seriously, it feels like a community that we are a part of. It really does. And all you guys who are the diehard people coming back and talking with us on our live streams and just hanging out with us and talking with us on Twitter, we wouldn't be here without you guys. And it is just, I still can't believe people want to listen to us just kind of ramble and talk about Star Wars. I wonder how many people have rage quit the show. I would love to know that, because it seems like a lot of people have rage quit that YouTube video of you crying.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, sorry, don't let your makeup run. But yeah, sorry. But all that to just say thank you guys, because none of this is possible. And again, I've moved from the office I shared with my wife on my wife's laptop to getting my own laptop, moving down into I've moved to the laundry room and then to my own dungeon room, but I've got it fixed up and all that, and just
new microphones, new this. We want to give you the best we can, and it feels like we have for a long time. And one thing I will say, Bombadcast has always been about quality. And we're very proud to say we're going to continue the quality, if not make it better. Maybe next time you see for 100th episode, this will be in 4K HD. It'll just be the best thing ever. But
you may not want to see that. I don't know.
No.
We'll have to make sure I shave my nose hairs. But no, dude, just one last thing to all of you guys out there listening who have followed us, who have stuck with us thick and through thin. Thank you to every single one of you. Except Rick. I hate you, Rick. I'm just kidding. Rick, thank you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, dude. Love our little tiff we got going on. But anyway, that's the only compliment you're going to get. Okay, maybe a little bit later. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I just want to see how many poses you got. You seem to really like you got the blue steel down. So there you go. Nice.
Rock and roll. But no, in all seriousness, Jerry, we've got presentations to make. Okay, you ready? Is everyone ready? Who's ready?
Oh,
are you ready to see the presentation?
I think we're all good. We're good.
All right. Okay, but in all seriousness, we asked these wonderful people, what does it? I don't understand either. We asked, what does it mean?
I thought Katie just walked in.
That was the Google.
Trying to have a conversation with you.
That was the Google, Jerry. But no,
Scott, we need to talk about our relationship right now. I just heard you tell Jerry you love him.
She walks in. I'm like, full makeup. No, I am so excited to show everyone this. It's a little slideshow presentation we put together about what it means to stay Bombad. So anyone that's listening, make sure.
I feel like I'm at high school graduation again.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the YouTube and watch this, because we got some photos of some wonderful people and some audio. So our first one up, probably one of the first people to ever have a guest voice message on the show.
Does this have music?
No music, but it has our great friend Anthony. Come on now, Joe.
Making my way downtown.
You gotta play. Shout it, shout it, shout it out loud.
If I leave tomorrow. Sorry. Would you still remember me?
Look at this handsome man, y'all. Look at this handsome man. Look at him.
Gosh, that is a handsome specimen of man right there.
Wow.
It really is.
Our friend Anthony left us a voice memo. You ready to hear it, Gerald?
Let's hear from the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony, Rural Farm Boy.
Scotty and Jerry, my Bombad boys. It's RFB. Want to send you this here message to thank yous for 50 episodes of Bombadcast in my playlist.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sorry.
And I got room for 50 more and 50 more after that. For everything that you to sit down behind microphone and carry on and then go and share with us. My grateful thanks to yous both for doing what you chose to do. and you keep doing. Makes my day a lot more fun. And especially with what all's been going on. Yeah, I need that kind of escapism. I think we all do. So thank yous for 50 episodes of Bombadcast. And thank yous for the live chats. They're so much fun. And I look forward to what all ever next Bombad's going to put in my playlist. So till episode 51, may the force be with you, boys. See you on the radio.
The best catchphrase.
Dang.
Still to this day, it is the best.
What does "see you on the radio" mean to you? That's what the whole thing of this
That
episode.
should really
You're
be-
gonna have to cut away from us because I'm gonna start crying if every message is like that. I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
no.
'cause
Rural farming is just the tip of the iceberg. We got
Anthony, friend, truly, our friend Anthony, truly. Thank you, sir, from the bottom of our hearts, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You're
few
too
like-
kind.
There's few like this dude, and yes, he is always in the live chats. Yes,
The
he's
real deal,
moderator,
man.
probably for like 20 plus podcasts. He is just a kind, great dude. I've had the opportunity to be on a stream with him. I think he's so interesting. I'm fascinated. He's got great guitars. I love the guy. He really is. I never usually say that to people, but I really do love this man. He is someone I am going to. If I could have a pallbearer at my funeral, damn near he'll probably be one.
If I become a famous murder novelist and get murdered, like murder suicide, I'm gonna leave everything. I'm not giving anything to my family. I'm giving it to Anthony Rural Farm Boy. Especially my house, my rules, my coffee mug.
Look at him.
Gets that too.
Great man.
Man.
Oh,
That dude. Real quick, my wife Allison has always said that he looks just like an Instagram model influencer guy. Like he just seems like it because he's got the whole 1920s aesthetic and all that. Like, dude, there's no one more. There is not an ounce of poser in that man right there.
Nah, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
The greatest.
You're one of the most genuine people ever. And the rest of you guys, I'm not going to talk as nice about. So we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, look who left the next one. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Let's recreate it.
Nice pick. There you go. Stanley. Paul. Okay.
Me and Paul. Let's see. This next one's from Paul Stanley. Here we go.
What does Bombadcast mean to me? Well, let me tell you, Gretna. I thought about this for 45 years while rocking and rolling in Kiss.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I thought about it. And the great thing about being in Kiss is you almost live like you're in a Bombad lifestyle. So for me, it means listening to your community, being together, whether that's above or below Naboo. And you rock and roll over all the hardships of life. That's what it means to stay Bombad. Stay Bombad, people. Stand up for what you believe in.
Wow. Wow.
I feel like we just lived that scene in Rise of Skywalker when Poe is like at Leia's feet and Lando comes in and is like, who's ever ready? You know, like that was that style of like, we had each other. Can you also believe Paul Stanley just told us that when he was in Kiss, that's kind of what it was like to stay Bombad is like being in Kiss.
Kiss. How cool is that?
Wow. That's high praise.
It is amazing. It is amazing.
That is the best part of waking up.
The one thing I will say for any listener that does not realize, Paul is our neighbor, is my neighbor. Jerry and I live in the same house that we sleep in different rooms. No, Paul is my neighbor.
We're actually on other sides of the room right now.
Yes. He's right behind me. If I threw up. Paul is if this is your first episode, great one to start on, I guess. But Paul is our neighbor. So,
welcome. You're confused. I know.
Yeah, Paul's my neighbor, and he actually handed me that on a tape cassette. And he's like, I want you to play this. And I said, I don't have anything for this.
I'm glad he's moved up from 8 tracks. Actually,
yes. So we went from that. Then he gave me an actual mastered recording, like those like giant magnetic. Yeah, I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
Man. So I had to convert it, and yeah, and it took
Did
like
you fit
an
it through your
hour.
door?
I had to. Wait, what? Say it again.
You fit it through the door, like
Oh yeah, it was a pain in the ass, and like I had to convert it, and then I finally got it to here. And he said, "I recorded in my car on my iPhone," and I said, "Why the hell did you send it to me?" And he said, "Because," and it had a Kiss label on it. I had to buy it from him. I had to pay $1,100 for that. So that was all the budget we had for the show.
That's where there goes the YouTube money. There goes the shill money.
It all went to Paul, but
all our shill money goes to Paul. Every check labeled from the Disney Corporation goes directly toward Paul.
Yeah,
he's an expensive neighbor.
To it, and that's it. Our next one, Jerry. Our next one's a great friend of the show and actually a family member of mine. It is.
I was going to say that's
Jarreau.
you. That's you.
It is actually Elderplug 27.
What's up?
You don't see this. We also attached. We've got the Twitter handles to follow these people. These are amazing people. This is my cousin Troy. He's a fantastic streamer, and he streams on Twitch, and he does Pokemon shiny hunts. He does all kinds of awesome things on Twitch. He's a great content creator, but he was actually on our 4th episode, Star Wars video games, which actually still holds up. And I'm very excited. That'd be a fun one to revisit again. But we had him on to talk about video games, and he actually came on to do Mandalorian, and hopefully we'll have him back on soon. Whenever my family goes on our next vacation, we'll record another one. But anyway, this is Troy's message.
Yo, Scotty and Jerry, how y'all doing? This is Troy, aka Elderpug27. Just wanted to send y'all a little message, just saying congratulations on the 50th episode. I'm so glad that I could be a part of the podcast, and I've been listening to it and watching you guys grow, and it's been awesome. Hopefully we can get back on there again and discuss some things, because a lot has changed in the Star Wars universe since I've last been on there. So I hope you guys are doing good. Keep up the great work. Love y'all. See y'all later. Have a good one, and remember, stay Bombad.
Yeah,
Troy, love you too, man. Love you too. Seriously.
For real.
Oh my gosh, what a class act that dude.
I
can't believe he's related to you.
I know he's amazing. One of the best. I know. Look at this. We've played PlayStation actually over since the quarantine with Troy, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun. So Troy, if everyone wants to play with Troy, just get any of his gamer tags or friend codes. Troy's a great guy, and that means a lot to me, Troy. I'm so glad to have you on to talk Star Wars because.
Dude,
I don't know.
seriously.
We talked about it since we were kids, and now we're doing it on a professional, somewhat. I mean, I don't even know if I could say professional, but we're doing it on a level to where I can wear this makeup and people will still listen. So,
can you call this professional? Maybe not, but
maybe.
I love also that he said that he loves that he's been a part of the podcast. Troy is one of the rotating cast as far as like you were concerned. 100%. So, him and Paul and occasionally Eric. Maybe.
Yeah, occasionally, Eric. Yeah.
Occasionally.
He didn't send a voice memo in. It was weird. I was surprised.
Yeah, what a dick.
That's amazing. Troy, thank you so much.
Seriously, Troy, thank you. Hey, we're going to have to get like maybe a Bombadcast Twitch stream going, maybe like maybe a Battlefront Twitch stream going. Like get a little bit of everybody, get a little bit of Shannon Moran, get a little bit of Troy, get a little bit of everybody in there. Let's see what we got. Battle Royale. There you go.
Perfect. Well, Troy,
yeah, man. Oh gosh.
Thank you, and we will definitely stay Bombad. We will definitely stay Bombad.
We will do that.
Our next one is actually a friend of the network. Look who it is.
Ooh.
It's our boyfriend, Andy. From Holochronicles. Look how handsome he is.
My gosh.
Right now, he's waiting for us to let him talk.
There's something about Andy that's so scholarly and yet so accessible that it makes me want to curl up in his beard and listen to him talk for hours.
Jesus, I'm gonna get a large.
Yeah.
Man. He's pretty daddy-like. I don't know. I'm down. I am down. All right, so we got a voice message from Andy, and I love the way Andy describes this because Andy and I talk a lot about 80s films, and just listen to this next right here. It's great.
What it means to be Bombad. Well, I always think of Jar Jar Binks, and to me that means you never get too down. Things are pretty easy come, easy go, you know, even keeled, hang loose, shaka bra, you know, kind of like a surfer guy in San Diego. Maybe not quite to the Spicoli extent, but, you know, life is simple. You know what you like, you know what you don't like, and you just kind of stick with it. And always available for a high five.
That's perfect. Always, constantly, in a perpetual state of high-fiving.
I was waiting for that to continue. You left me on bated breath there, Andy. My gosh, I was like waiting. Let the lecture continue.
He's just a man. He's such a daddy. So that just gets me going. That makes me want to stay Bombad. Let's be honest.
Yeah, man. Stay Bombad, Shaka Bra,
I know.
high fives, the whole thing.
Shaka. Jerry, let's both high five the camera right now. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yay!
High fives are always going to be in. Always.
So thank you,
Always.
Andy. Always.
Thank you.
Holochronicles
Andy.
is one of the best podcasts I've ever listened to. Love these fellas. And Andy
and Josh are class acts, man.
Take it out the box or leave it in the box. It's up to you. Up to you to stay Bombad, Andy. Our next one actually is another great friend of the show. Someone that's been on before, and we're associated with the network.
I feel very like
beautiful.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
My beautiful friend.
Shannon.
Like
I love Shannon. Shannon! I just have, if there are any Lost fans out there or whatever, like this is who Shannon is like gonna make it's not Ozzy Osbourne. It's a Lost reference. So, but no.
Well,
dude,
speaking of Lost references, Jerry, talk about your captain because
my gosh,
this is the one.
This is what we're gonna say. This is the way. Shannon is just one of the best people I've ever met, just bar none, frankly. And I had the pleasure of meeting her. Like we met at Celebration right after the.
Actually, I know where it was.
It's the TRB panel.
We were at the TRB panel, and
it was right after. Yeah, we were talking before, and then like on the way out, we were like, yeah, we both do YouTube stuff and recognize each other, and like, hey, let's collaborate. And just a couple, like month or so later, she was like, hey, do you want to do this or whatever? And I'm, next thing you know, I am the navigator on her show doing the things. And I occasionally get those navigations into her on time. And sometimes they actually make it on the show.
Yeah, they do. It's impressive.
God bless her heart for putting up with me. So there we go. No, Shannon is just, I don't know, look at that. She's got an Oscar.
She's got a great message to share with us too, Jay. You ready to listen to it?
I am ready. Shannon, oh gosh, Shannon Moran, everybody. Let's hear it.
Hi, Shannon here from Postcards from the Galaxy's Edge. Just finished doing a live stream and wanted to share with the Bombadcast what I love about the Star Wars fandom. And what I do love about the Star Wars fandom is the people, especially the people in person. We all kind of do it. We get behind that keyboard courage, but when you put us in a room together, it's magical. And you meet some of the best people. I mean, I actually met Jerry from Bombadcast. I think even Scotty Jarreau was there as well, and things like that. And you just get almost like a collaboration family as content creators as well. But what you also get is just pure joy. I will never forget Star Wars Celebration that day, just being around everybody in that room when the trailer dropped, and just that pure excitement, and everything went away. Love, hate of The Last Jedi. Solo, all that kind of stuff just went away, and we were all united as one fandom, excited about Star Wars, sharing it with our family and our friends, and ultimately the Star Wars family. And I do think it sometimes gets lost sometimes when we're all behind our keyboards and things, but it's that what I genuinely do love is the people and meeting the people. So that's what I like about the Star Wars fandom.
One of the best. One of the best.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
love this person.
Shannon is. If you have not gotten to know Shannon Moran personally, I mean, just like talk to her beyond whatever, I don't know. One of the best people I've ever met. Like, seriously, such just an array of light and all that kind of stuff in the fandom, especially. And so, and also a VFX artist to boot. Like, she works on big films and stuff too. Like, has worked under Jon Favreau and stuff and all of this, you know. And I mean, oh gosh, like, just such a humble, kind person. Anyway, I can't say enough. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to say anything good about anybody else. I guess I'll say good stuff about Shannon.
Yeah,
so,
she's great.
Scotty, you're okay.
She's been on the show. Yeah, I know. She's been on the show.
Yeah, gotta have her back on soon.
Together. Oh, yeah, we will. And I don't know. She embodies the staying Bombad attitude whenever we get to have meetings with her and hang out with her. And we text every day. I mean, like, she's just a wonderful person. And thank you, Shannon, for being a guest. And thank you for even including Jerry anything you do. It's just nice because I know he's like a feral cat. He's like, he doesn't know what to do with himself. That's just how Jerry is. And I feel thankful that you give him a shot like I did. And it's like
my cat is literally smelling my trash can under my desk here as you're talking about feral cats. So yeah.
So that's where Jerry's.
It's amazing anyone wants me to have anything to do with anything.
I know. I don't even know why
people watch or listen.
It's amazing.
My gosh, my family's embarrassed me. What do you people think?
Thank you, Shannon, and you are the reason we stay Bombad. Our next one, my God, I think I might have to go shower after I look at Pete. Look at him. Jesus Christ, he's a handsome guy. I've never been so attracted to someone before. Not even Katie. Look at Pete.
I'm a little uncomfortable.
I'm sorry,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a
Pete
little uncomfortable.
Daddy. He's a base daddy.
What I will. Pete is a great guy. Very good looking to boot. Yes. Why don't you stop looking at him like he's the next value meal, like a chicken McNugget 20-piece or something on the menu, man, okay? And just let's listen to what he has to say, okay?
You said value or Viagra meal?
Oh gosh. He has feelings, Scotty. He has a soul. Have you gotten to know that? Or can you not see past the silver?
We know Pete Fletzer. That dude
can you not see past the silver? If he was a animal in Star Wars, he would be the crystal fox. All right. Great.
Let's see what Pete had to say.
I know. I don't know if you can hear the cat, but he's
yelling at
me. Yeah.
All right, here's Pete's.
Scotty, Jerry, it's Pete Fletzer. How are you boys doing?
It's Pete.
Listen, I just wanted to say congratulations on 1 year and 50 episodes of the Bombadcast. One of my favorite shows online. Loved it from the very start. I remember you guys reaching out to me just when you were getting going, and I was fortunate enough to hear one of the very first episodes, and I can't believe it's been 50 since then. You guys asked me to tell you what it means to be Bombad. And you know what, man? I think every time I hear now the word Bombad, I think of you guys. And I think being Bombad just basically means having fun, enjoying something you enjoy, and just having a good time where you can, and just being yourself. And that's one of the best things about the Bombadcast is you guys are just two unapologetic Star Wars fans who love everything about it, and the connection between you two is real, and I'm so excited that you're part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network with us. So great to talk to you. Good to talk to you whenever you're on our shows or when we're on each other's shows. Stay Bombad, boys. Can't wait to see how this turns out. See ya. Bye.
One of the best.
Pete, thanks, man. Thanks so much. Pete, sometimes I feel like Pete is almost like our high school principal, but of the network, just because he's but I feel I'm Bond villain status again. No, I'm just kidding. Pete, no, we've gotten so close with Pete, like even before we were a network and in the network, and Pete is just one of the most genuine nice guys like you could ever get to know, and stuff.
Really
like he really like he know, again, like he said, it's staying Bombad, it's being yourself, it's being unapologetic about being a fan of what you're a fan of and stuff. And not only does Pete run like a fantastic show and stuff, which I'm very proud that we are associated with and stuff and flattered, but just again, just a great stand-up dude who wants to just help like spread positivity and like just kind of, he just talks, wants to get the Star Wars conversation, wants to get more people in on it than just content creators, right? He wants to bring people who are just big people on Twitter, like people in the community and like fans and all that. It's just, I don't know, so awesome. And Pete, you flatter us, man. You flatter us.
Pete,
I'm sorry about the
guys
comment.
that, people are like, hey, can I give you an honest opinion? And Pete's one of the ones that there's very few people I'm like, yes, give me feedback. Like,
that was like it is.
Feedback. He's the one that will be dead serious with you. And I respect him more than anything for that reason, because most people don't approach it the way he does. And Pete has taken this podcast to me and elevated it because of the critiques he's given. And I honestly, I would consider him a good friend, and we're pretty much related. You're
just gonna drop that?
I just know his family apparently real well, and I never.
He's my dad. No, I was just kidding.
he's pretty much my cousin. No, but in all seriousness, I feel like this guy and I have a connection, unlike most people do, and I can honestly say Pete is just someone I can go to for advice and any sort of. I don't know. I just enjoy Pete, and he enjoys us, and it's just such a cool symbiotic relationship. It's like midi-chlorians. It just works.
It does. And Pete, I don't listen to a word you say. Love you, buddy.
Never listen to your podcast. It is fine, from what I've heard. I've read reviews. Never listened to a single one. And yeah.
Usually Pete tells me anything, I do the exact opposite. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. No, yeah, I'm just no.
Speaking of another great podcast, look at this one.
Ooh, what do we got? Who we got?
Oh, the GALactic.
The GALactic
people.
Oh my gosh.
The best.
My God. Lauren, okay. If you are not, okay, so it's Lauren from the GALactic podcast, but if you're not following Lauren and Andrea, just two amazing women in the fandom who deserve every follower they've got, who deserve all of the accolades, all that kind of stuff. Like, go follow these people. Anyway, sorry. The GALactic podcast, Scotty, they've essentially been like our
sister show.
It's like a sister show, like, not even like literally, but like, just we kind of grown up together in the podcast world, and like seriously, there's just such awesome people. I've known Lauren from even before we were podcasting, even before I went to Celebration. I knew Lauren because of the Last Fan group and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I will stop the introduction, I guess, and we can just listen to whatever
on their show recently. Check out their
go check that last episode dropped last Friday, right?
What if Star Wars? Star Wars What Ifs, and I
such a fun talk,
and I did a great job. I listened to it. I said, "That's good, Scott. You did good, Jerry. Not so much." But we're gonna listen to Lauren's response here.
Hey, Jerry and Scotty, it's Lauren from the GALactic podcast. I just wanted to leave you a message saying congrats on the big 50th episode. You guys are killing it every time. You guys have had so many great guests. I mean, there's just too many to name off. We were one of them, so again, I'm kind of biased. I'm pretty sure we were your best guest, but again, I'll let the listeners decide on that one. But congrats on the
It's
big
true.
5-0 episodes, guys. Keep killing it. You guys are doing awesome. Love the positivity you guys bring every week and the unique topics you guys have done. I mean, it's just really, really good stuff. So keep it up. Congrats. And, Bombad, man. Stay Bombad for sure. Always. Talk to you guys.
Such a sweetheart.
Lauren, thank you so much. That's so.
Your sister show.
She's the best, man. Lauren and Andrea both are so awesome. Again, fellow Michiganders with me. They live over on the other side of the state over there, and
It's Jared.
Yeah, it's awesome. That was a good note. Okay, good. No, gosh, yeah. Seriously, they are one of the many guests we've had on, and they are excellent guests to have on. It's just been, gosh, I don't know. I just love meeting people in this fandom, right? And like having these connections and all of that. It's just so cool. But like we've always been like on Twitter when we're like one of us is going for followers or something, we're always there to share. Like they're always there, like helping promote our stuff. I try to be there with it. We try to be there with them, like promoting their stuff and all that. Like that's what this stuff is all about, right? It's about elevating voices you feel like need to be heard and stuff. And thank you again. I still can't believe people want to listen to us. And so I'm glad people think we're positive because I feel like I just complain on here all the time. So cool.
Lauren, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you.
And you are what it means to stay Bombad. You embody the phrase and the emotion behind it. But Lauren, thank you so much. GALactic Podcast, please go check them out.
Go check them out, guys. They're so good.
Favor and check them out, okay? All right.
Do it.
This next one.
Do it.
So we have a sister show. I would almost consider this next one our brother show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malakili.
Malakili, baby.
Malakili and his implement.
Was it a butt plug?
I forgot what it's even called, but I keep saying, but anyway, it's definitely something that you don't. Let's be careful not to tread too far into that subject.
We Serve Droids. I got to give you a shout out because they have a quest that I wish everyone would pursue. Okay. If this is the only part of the video that should go viral, if there was a viral part of this video, it should be this one. We have to figure out, and I'll pull it up bigger, who the heck this person is in the back. That's the question.
Malakili.
No.
Oh, not that guy.
I don't know if y'all can see. I don't think you can see my mouse, but it's this person. Oh, you can't. Oh, yes. This person right here. You see it? Look, you see it, but it's right here. This person with the glasses and the eyes. That's the big mystery, Bombad fam.
Scotty.
Who is that?
We figured it out. We figured it out on the March Weirdness episode when they came on. The Space Moby.
I forgot.
The fur coat, the goggles, come on. Space Moby.
I forget, but you got to realize there's got to be a canonical name for it, and we're going to get it soon. Soon.
Pablo, you're out there somewhere, right?
Here we go.
Maybe
Scott from We Serve Droids.
We got lost in the snap.
Our brother podcast.
210 episodes ago, two nerds brought forth on this continent a great new podcast. This is Scott from We Serve Droids. I want to say happy 50th episode to Bombad. Thanks for keeping the rad in Bombad. Keep it up, guys.
You keep it Bombad, baby.
Oh my gosh.
I'll see you in Jabba's palace.
Classic. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Scott, thank you, man.
Oh, We Serve Droids. Chef's kiss, people. Yeah, Chef's kiss. So,
our compliments to said chef.
Of the chef who gives you Kiss records. And he says, listen
Kiss records and flips things with whatever that butt plug thing is that Malakili has.
Yes, he does.
It's like,
Yeah.
Move on.
You know what? I will say it. It'll be on the record. An inspiration of ours. Johnny
Snap.
Hoey. I've been a fan since 2017. Love this podcast. Love these people. And John,
yes,
Hoey felt like he should voice how he feels about the Bombadcast. Jerry, would you like to listen?
I would love to, just real seriously. Yes, John, James, and Lacey. We are big fans of what they do. Love what they do every week. Couple episodes. My goodness. And
stay Bombad.
John, just a class act, man. Again, everyone's a class act to me, I guess. But
had to say, Jerry.
Let's listen.
Hey, Jerry and Scott, congrats on 50 episodes of the Bombadcast. This is John Hoey from Star Wars Newsnet and the Resistance Broadcast, and just want to reach out and say congrats, fella. It is amazing that you two met at our meetups and our panel at Star Wars Celebration, and now look at you, just big shots, doing the Bombad thing, and keeping it fun, and that's what's needed. And so here's to the next 50, and who knows, maybe another time down the road we can have another 4-hour chat about The Empire Strikes Back, because what's better than talking about the best Star Wars movie in a longer period of time than the actual movie itself, right? But I hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are well. Congrats again on 50 episodes, and here's to 50 more. All my best.
Oh,
John.
Straight up dude.
John, you the man. I can't believe I just said, John, you the man. So, but back to the 90s. Here we go. No, John, may I say, you have to come back on because we have to get to Star Wars audiobook length.
Yes.
With you, with content on our channel with you, because we're only 4 hours, right?
TRP is one of the tightly edited, super concise. They know what they want. They know what to say. But when it comes to Bombadcast, we're pretty much
keep it Bombad, man.
Yoda's a green dude, and we just go into ridiculous detail. And John,
so the green on Yoda actually signifies
literally
that's green in George's pocket.
If you haven't listened to the Bombad build up with John Hoey or Lacey Gillerin with The Force Awakens, you've just go do yourself a favor, because Lacey's is the only one that is actually not ridiculously long. John's, of course, literally, I think it's 3.5 hours of just us talking about The Empire Strikes Back. So, yeah.
Pretty good. And James.
Yes, James
We're coming for you, James. Wait.
Oh, James.
Wait.
Devil Wears Prada opened up a Kiss prominence.
Coming for you. Coming for your blue check mark. That sounded really threatening. We want you on the
verified.
If you're listening, hi.
James is
verified. No, seriously, thanks, John. Means so much, man. Seriously, such a good dude.
I love you. You are a Bombad.
Sucks.
An arms playing. John, celebration. You and I, another photo, hug, everything all together. Jerry will be there.
I'm gonna have to get in on that because I didn't.
Jerry will be the.
That's something we noticed getting for. I'll admit it. I didn't get a picture with John, James, or Lacey. All of celebration. I realized that I think when I got home that weekend or that week, and I was like,
"How embarrassing!"
Shoot, dang it. But anyway, hey, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Owen, thank you, brother. Thank you. Our next one, another classic. Probably one of the few people that have stuck through all 50 episodes. I'm talking about Michael from All Remaining Systems. Look, there he is with this
Michael
Bombadcast shirt and his Blue Bantha Milk Company shirt as well. That is
speaking of more content creators, we're coming for
you.
Coming for you, Blue Bantha Milk Company. We're coming for you.
Coming after you, Blue Bantha Milk.
Coming for you.
All the way to Australia.
Yeah.
That was very good. You want to sing for Kiss?
I might, yeah. I'll do some backing vocals on a couple tracks, maybe.
Michael, look at Michael's picture.
Michael,
a credible human being. Michael, let's hear what he had to say.
This is Michael from All Remaining Systems, leaving a message for the Bombadcast. What staying Bombad means to me, it's about two things. Staying positive and just expressing a pure, unapologetic love for everything Star Wars. Even when something in Star Wars bothers you, or it's not your taste, just roll with it. Have fun with it. don't get hung up on the things you hate. It's not about, in the words of the infamous Rose Tico, it's not about fighting what you hate. It's about saving what you love. And that's really what saying Bombad's all about.
Thank you so much, Michael. What an that Michael is one of the few ones that were like commenting, sharing, retweeting everything from the very beginning, and he still does it. And Michael, we need to get Michael on the show. Michael's got
Michael,
a verbose to his voice. So, Michael, we're gonna hit you up soon, brother.
Very nice. Oh, gosh, seriously, Michael, you the man. I'm just gonna I'm bringing it back. You the man. I think I'm gonna start asking who let the dogs out too. But
you the man, and who let the dogs out?
I'd like to see a Kiss cover of Who Let the Dogs Out. Does that ever happen? Does that exist?
Who? Yeah.
Anyway,
I said, let the dogs out.
No, yeah, Michael seriously has been through all of our, and like, dude, seriously, again, one of the community that just is always talking with us and always sharing stuff. And seriously, dude, thank you so much.
Always has a feedback whenever it's funny. This might be something I want to address real quick.
Okay.
We make a post. Hey, any questions for the show? Or hey, what's your opinion on this? Hey, Michael has always been the one to provide.
Always
feedback.
there.
That is why he is like a huge part of this group and this Bombad family, and he knows exactly what it means to do what, Jerry? To stay
Bombad. Yeah. Oh gosh, if I can real quick, I am loving, like, it is really touching me, the theme that people are pulling out of Stay Bombad about, like, I love the unapologetic love, but especially the way Michael just put it, okay?
Yes.
The loving what you love in Star Wars and not caring what anyone thinks, but even if you don't like something, just rolling with it and having fun. And that is really what we wanted to create. That is the environment we wanted to have. I mean, look at Scott, we're having fun, man. We love Star Wars and Kiss and all kinds of stuff, and we just talk about it. And it's just, again, it's touching me seriously. That you guys are getting that from that's what you get from Stay Bombad, because that's truly, truly what we meant it to be.
You know what's funny? Because when we made it, I don't think at any point did we think what it really meant, and now it is now developed. Like a lot of what we do, Jerry, we don't know what we mean when we first do it. But a lot of things, it's just, it snowballed into this wonderful thing. And Michael is a product of that. Michael, thank you so much for staying Bombad. We cannot wait to hear
so much.
Our next one, we were actually a guest on this person's podcast as well very recently. Jared! Podcast. Jared, you rock and roll. And Jared
the Dark Jedi. Oh my
God. My favorite phrase. When things get quiet and awkward on a podcast, you got to go, where is our waiter? But he changed it. He changed it to, where is those droidicas?
Where are those droidicas?
It's perfect. Jared, you're the GOAT. Jared, actually, this is a photo. I don't know if you wanted me to share this for everyone in the world, but this was posted on under one of the mustache threads I made about being sad to shave it. And Jared is a handsome dude. Great podcast as well.
I don't think that Jared is going to be upset that you shared the most dapper photo I think I've ever seen in my entire life of a man holding a lightsaber.
Look at the stash, though.
Quite frankly, that is just absolutely it is Clark Gable.
It is,
but probably less racist and stuff. But I don't know if Clark Gable actually was. But anyway, nice lightsaber.
Jesus, Jerry, you always ruin everything. All right.
I ruin everything. That's what everyone tells me.
Jared,
what if I say that's what everyone tells? That's what my family tells me. That make you feel real good, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I ruined it again. Crap.
Hello there. This is Jared from the Nerd Academy podcast. Wanting to wish the gentlemen of the Bombadcast a happy 50 episodes. You guys are doing some of the most fun and refreshing work in the Star Wars podcasting sphere. Excellent content coming from you guys, and I can't wait to see what else you guys have in store. Very big thank you to coming on the Knights of the Nerd Republic recently this year, and I can't wait to have you guys on again and maybe sneak our way onto the Bombadcast ourselves. You know, just gonna casually invite myself and all of my very loud friends onto your show so that we can annoy you guys some more. All jokes aside, congratulations, guys. You guys are amazing, and you deserve all the love and all the praise in the galaxy. May the Force be with you. The Dark Jedi signing off.
Jerry, can I bring up a story about Jared? This is when I felt like, man, everything has been worth it. When we got on the Nerd Academy podcast, Jared's like, they're here. Oh, we're so excited to have you guys on. And I'm like, people want us on their show. Do you remember that?
Swiftly disappointed. Swiftly.
They were like, wow, never
Crashed
again.
and burned.
No.
That's why we kept saying, where's that waiter? Where's those droidicas?
Where are those droidicas? No, but in all seriousness, Jared, you made us feel like we were worth something. No one else has done that ever in our lives. And I can't think enough of that. And
not even our mothers.
Just look at Jared. Hold on. Look at him. Oh my God. I would, if I saw him at Celebration. Sorry, Katie. Sorry.
That's your date.
Sorry,
right there.
Katie. I kissed on Jared.
You know what? Usually I don't like it when people invite themselves into my home, especially with coronavirus going on.
Come on in.
I'm going to make an exception. We're going to make an exception. Come on into the Bombadcast. Come on into the Bombad house.
Heaven's on fire. Come on in. Put it out.
You'll have to deal with that. So that price of admission, I mean, right here, right here. I can't do it. That guy right there.
How you doing, Jared? Jared, seriously, thank you. You're an amazing guest and a good friend. And you know what it means to do what, Jerry? What does he know what it means to do?
File your taxes on time. No, stay Bombad, right?
There we go.
Right, there we go.
Another one. This is
said this much.
Favorite part of the show. Once. We've got our Bombad super fans. Yes. Ooh. Dr. Davor, one of the greatest Bombad fans out there. One of the greatest.
Davor.
How did he find our show, Jerry? Do you remember? I don't remember. Wasn't it through someone else? And he's like, I'm gonna try it.
Well, he's friends with Scott. He's friends with the guy like
Serve Droids?
Yeah. I look really dumb. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's been a long quarantine. What day is it again?
It's Bombad Day.
But right. It it still feels like perpetual Saturday. But Davor is friends, I believe, with Scott from We Serve Droids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he
Davor.
has.
Look at that guy.
Handsome again. We attract beautiful people. Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, what can you say?
Hey, this is Davor, Dr. Davor on Twitter. Just calling to wish a happy 50th episode to Scotty and Jerry. Congrats on making the milestone. It's a really big deal. You guys have come a real long way since, I guess, about a year ago this time. My favorite moment of the Bombadcast thus far, I think, without question, has to be the Bombad buildup. It's how you guys came across my radar in the first place.
What?
Wow.
And, I'm not exaggerating when I say that Bombad buildup has, totally changed the way I watch these movies. I do not watch them the same way anymore.
I'm sorry.
All those episodes, I see now all the symbolism, all the parallels. I'm always kind of looking for that stuff now whenever I watch the movies. So that's been really important in terms of shaping how I watch and think about Star Wars. I think my favorite of those definitely was the Revenge of the Sith episode with Eric Cotterman. I mean, they're all great. I love them all, but that one was really just in a league of its own. And I think particularly in the retrospective, looking back on it in the context of the Rise of Skywalker, I think that review really sort of captured how important that movie, Revenge of the Sith, sort of ended up being to the saga as a whole and how the saga ultimately comes to an end. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that one in particular. So, keep it up, guys. You're doing great work. I look forward to keep listening to you guys and interacting with you on Twitter. So, take care, stay safe, and stay Bombad.
Okay.
Wow.
First of all, What is your PhD in? Is it in bullcrap? Because no, I'm just kidding. Davor, oh my gosh, man.
dude.
Are you serious?
You know
we
what's
changed
funny?
the way. Oh
I listened
man.
to the first couple of seconds of each one's, voice memos, and I had not gotten through all of his yet. That honestly, if I did not have to change my whole makeup, I have a photo shoot after this. But I didn't tell you this, Jerry. I have a photo shoot after this with Eric, like in a high quality camera for marketing purposes. I was going to surprise you with that too. But anyway, I would have cried like a baby because the Bombad build-up was something Jerry and I were like, no one's going to want to listen to all this. And the longest one, I'm pretty sure, might have been Revenge of the Sith.
I think that's when a lot of our original listeners jumped off.
Yeah,
then we got all the new people. No.
Yes. I don't know. Dude, those were so intense. We never brag or boast about how much blood, sweat, and tears we put into stuff. But if that was not the most
not a lot
in my life,
usually.
those episodes were like watch the movies, taking like ridiculous notes, and I'm so happy at least one person found something in it because the Revenge of the Sith one, there's how crazy it got. It got so crazy as to where I thought that the opera that's going on in the Palpatine sequence, the Mon Calamari
Squid Lake
opera was symbolism.
It's literally Squid Lake.
Yes, Squid Lake. I thought it was symbolism for the sperm and egg and how it, like literally it went that far.
I'm still 12. I'm sorry.
dude, I'm telling you.
The spermazoa.
Episodes were like,
the eggazoa?
Let's literally analyze everything Poe says verbatim.
Yeah.
And like, that was just like that whole show. And like,
we essentially made vocal like audio dissertations on each of the films.
We did. It was ridiculous. And I'm so happy someone that
if you're ever taking a college class on Star Wars, you're welcome.
This is literally the most well-studied man that probably listens to us. And even he was like, dang, they changed the way I see Star Wars. I can't even believe that.
Davor, whenever he sent, I think he sent in a voicemail to our he sent a message to our Rise of Skywalker thing and like talking about how whenever Palpatine drops because the whole thing I was banging that drum, you guys know I talk about it all the time. The dark side of the Force is a power to many abilities some consider to be unnatural, and he was the first person to be like, dude, I thought of you when I was watching. I was like, why?
Amazing.
Who am I to you?
Amazing.
I'm a bearded man who yells about Jiao Yaoza on the YouTubes. Like, anyway, no, seriously, thank you so much, man. That means a lot. It's
this literally. If I didn't have to change makeup after I cried, I probably would have teared up because that is something that just like I remember just literally. What are we? Be like, what are we doing tonight? And I'm like, we have to watch a Star Wars, and I have to take notes on it, and I have to pause it every 5 minutes. She's like, all right. And so then we would go to record it, and she goes, "What are we doing? What are you doing tonight?" I'm like, "I'm about to record a 7-hour podcast." Like. And it's literally because we have to talk about stuff. So with all that being said, Dr. Davor, you have a very special place in our hearts, and everyone get one last look at this beautiful man. And,
my gosh.
He knows what it means to do what, Jerry? He knows what it means to do what?
Stay Bombad.
Bombad, yes. Our next guest, a friend of Jerry's from the olden days, Seth Parnell.
Don't tell anyone he's associated with me. I promised him no one would ever find out. I'm just kidding. Love you, Seth.
Seth's a great guy. Seth has been voicing his opinions on Bombadcast for such a long time, and he actually voiced it on the same episode Davor did with the with sending an audio in of the Rise of Skywalker. So let's see what Seth. Oh wait, what's up, Jerry?
Oh, I was gonna I can gush after. I'll gush after.
All right, let's see what Seth had to say.
This is Seth. What's up, Bombadcast? You Gungan goons. I want to give you guys congratulations on reaching 50 episodes. If I was wearing a hat, I would tip it in your direction, but since I'm not, you have to settle for congratulations. I know I remember listening to the first episode you guys put out, and it's been been a fun ride, coming up to at least to this point. And so I know you guys have grown quite a bit since then and done some pretty neat things. And so I want to give you congratulations for that. I know with as much as you've grown, so far, you've accomplished quite a bit. But one thing that's it's more important than how many people follow you is what you do with those people who do hear your voice. And I think the Star Wars kind of fandom is better off for having you guys in it, because you guys you have fun, you're passionate about it, and you make being a Star Wars fan fun. So appreciate all that you guys do, and can't wait to see what craziness is in the next 50 episodes. But congrats, guys.
Seth, what a stand-up dude. Jerry, gush over Seth for a second.
Well, me and Seth went to college and stuff together. Like we were both in the same like Bible major program back in the day, and just such like the sweetest guy, like super quiet, but would absolutely knock your socks off with laughter sometimes. Just like such a funny guy when he wants to be, like he's one of those guys where he's like always nice, but again, whenever like he has something to say that's funny, like he will just like let you like the Gungan Goons line, dude. I love that.
Amazing.
That's great. We got to keep that. But Seth, just I don't know. Seth Parnell has been one of my, and I let his there's the last name. Sorry, man, I let it out. But Seth has been one of my favorite people ever since I met him, and so again, it just has flattered me and made me so happy, Seth, that you have followed the show. Because I mean, hey, I would have been happy if it was just you, because you're just following us and stuff, because you're just a cool guy, an upstanding guy, and just I don't know. Seth is the best. So that's all you need to say. Forget the rest.
Forget the rest. Seth is the best.
Stay Bombad, you Gungan Goons.
He knows.
Oh my gosh.
Seth, thank you for your listens. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for making
Thank you.
Jerry
Thank you,
look
brother.
like a good guy for once. But Seth knows what it means to stay Bombad. And our next one is a Bombadcast super fan, as well as the previous two. This one is always in the live chats. Always in the live chats. I'm talking about.
I don't know who's coming up next, guys.
Mr.
Yes! Hey,
Look at
buddy.
this.
How's it going?
If you are a Star Wars podcaster, you should know that thumbnail. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, dude.
If you don't, you ain't got the right fan base. Mr.
It's
Red
Brain.
is one of the greatest.
From Pinky in the Brain.
Yes,
That's
it
who
is.
it is. Oh, it's Rez. Rez. Everyone knows real Rez.
Rez, what did Rez have to say? Let's listen.
Mr. Rez here. I just wanted to say stay Bombad means to stay positive to me. It means to be positive and be a good role model and enjoy Star Wars for the wonderful thing that it is. Congratulations, Bombadcast.
What a simple and short, stay positive. I mean, I just love that. How did we get so lucky to have such a great fan base? Like, for real, listen to that. Amazing, dude.
Like I said, it's less of like, I even think like a fan base is just more like a community of people that is really nice to us. So, but no, like Rez is like in every chat. He is one of the almost like rural farm boy level guys, like always in every like chat, in everything, like, just like, let's talk Star Wars, like, let's do it. Let's talk positive. Let's have fun. Like Rez is always having fun, dude. Like always.
You rock, Rez.
Seriously, dude. Seriously. And also Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs is one of the best cartoons of all time. Of all time. I will go Kanye West right now about that. But anyway, I've always loved your Brain thumbnail and all that stuff. And so just, I don't know. We'll have to talk about Pinky and the Brain sometime and all that kind of stuff.
Will. Well, I want to give Rez something that he can save to his phone personally. He can screen record it. This is going to be for you, Rez.
Okay.
Rez! Wait, Jerry, you can't talk over me. That's not how this works.
I'm sorry. I thought it was done.
Stop. Okay. Rez, you know what it means to stay Bombad.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, sorry. I had
Okay.
to feel sad at the end of it. Our next submission, though, Gerald, was the first to give us a chance.
Ooh. Oh! Oh my gosh. Yes. We were talking about this a little earlier. My gosh. Andrew and Marisha, Coruscant Radio Underground.
The first. Look at that. They have always been the most welcoming people. If you haven't listened to Coruscant Underground Radio, do yourself a favor. Some of my favorite episodes are the ones that features their family and like hearing the opinions of the little kids on Star. I just love it. I love Coruscant Underground Radio. And I'm sorry, Radio Underground. And I just have a feeling that they will go places. And I just love the approach they have. It's always happy. It's always positive. It's always very welcoming. And Andrew, hey, he's my state brother. You know, you got the GALactics. You got Lauren. I got Andrew.
Andrew Marisha, yeah.
We can throw a football sometimes. Maybe. Never threw a football before.
Possibly. It depends. Are you like Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite?
I'm a Rocky Raccoon. All right. Andrew, what did you have to say?
Hey, Scotty and Jerry. This is Andrew
and Marisha
from Coruscant Radio Underground. We just want to tell you guys congratulations on reaching 50 episodes of your podcast.
Shocked we did it.
There is, when I'm looking for someone to listen to that enjoys Star Wars maybe more than any human has the right to, the first place I look is the Bombadcast. We go all the way back to the night that y'all came on our show, and maybe we need to do that again. But congratulations, to you guys.
Yeah, it's been a real ride. Glad we get to be Star Wars friends with you guys, and congratulations on 50 episodes, and keep up the excellent work and stay Bombad.
Oh, Marisha is a great cosplayer, by the way. Go check out her Instagram.
Yes,
one of the greatest.
Oh man, and
but anyway, God,
doesn't she does cosplay for her kids too? Like
yes, Padme. I forget the name of it.
It's Padawans, Princesses and Padawans.
That was it. Good job.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
No, seriously, some of the best people. Like again, we have Star Wars friends, right?
We do.
But it's just good people. Good people. We talk about more than Star Wars sometimes, you know. But thank you guys for giving us a chance
Seriously.
on your show, because
it is an honor.
You were our first appearance.
Yep.
So
ever.
We'll always
we record our first episode. Before we put it out, we were on theirs, and they hyped us up till that release. And I am beyond thankful for Andrew Marisha. And I wish I could. I want to be back on their show. Maybe this can be the extension of an offer, or they can come on ours. I don't know. I just need more of them in my life.
It needs to happen.
They know what it means.
Fun fact. I was gonna let you say it, but fun fact: I recorded that episode at my parents' house. In Arkansas. We were down for my sister's wedding. Yeah.
Real? Oh, I do remember that now. Wow, I do remember that a little bit.
Yeah.
Jerry, what should they do?
Really awkward.
What should they do?
Stay Bombad.
Jerry.
Drew Marisha. Yes.
This next person. You've been to a movie with them. Who is it?
What? Oh, snap. Justin Boots Gray from Trench Run Report. Yes, another fellow Michigander. We live just 30 minutes from each other. Like, we're right next to each other, man. Hey, West Michigan peeps, man. That's how we roll.
Gotta keep it together.
Right before the world went to hell, me and Justin watched Rise of Skywalker in just the bargain theater in town, which sadly has closed because of coronavirus. That was like done in, so it was the last thing we ever did there.
Wow, that's actually kind of beautiful, though, in a weird way.
It was one. It was
Kinda
only
poetic.
the second time I've ever gotten to go there, because it's like it's like, you know, a while away. We've got a couple good theaters in town, but I was just like, dude, I want to go see this movie again. And I was like, hey, let's go see this. And it was literally the next, like that night, they were like, oh yeah, there's all these cases in, not to get into so then like it was just the dominoes fell from there where like society just crumbled. But Justin, man, such a great, awesome dude. Let's hear what he has to say.
All righty.
Hello, my name is Justin Gray from the Trench Run Report, and I would like to give a shout out to the Bombadcast podcast. Anyway, Jerry and Scott are two of the most funnest people that I've ever had the joy of listening to, and I actually had the privilege to meet Jerry in person, so that was great. And plus, it's great to have a podcast that's prequel positive, and basically Star Wars positive in general. And thanks for being out there. And I have enjoyed listening to you guys. Can't wait for the next episode of your podcast. And may the force be with you.
Man, Justin, thank you so much, dude. It was a blast just getting to hang out with you. I was trying not to be weird, frankly.
One of the best.
That whole night, like you don't want to be like, hey, what's up? But that's my personality also. And so, but it just, I cannot wait, man. I'm hoping soon we can get back together, hopefully have you on the show and stuff. And I think he said he wanted to wait until things were better, and maybe I could pop over to their place. Him and his buddy Aaron, I believe, record together because they both live here. So there you go. So you might be hearing me on Trench Run Report, as soon as the world starts back up. Who knows? We'll have to get Scotty on there too somehow, man. Justin's such an awesome dude. Go check out Trench Run Report. Him and Aaron Russo, just two upstanding cool guys. So
I would have loved to have had the opportunity to see The Rise of Skywalker with any of these fellow podcasters. And
I can't believe it worked out. And right before everything.
It's amazing. What a wonderful experience. Because that was the last one you saw on theater. It's like the last movie you saw on theater.
That was the last, literally 2 weeks later, they released it on VOD, right? Because everyone was locked in at home, right?
That's amazing.
I'm trying to get people to stay home.
That's something you will never forget. And I'm glad I got to be a part of it. Justin, come on the Bombadcast.
Come on the Bombadcast.
All night party every day, baby.
Justin, we'll always have coronavirus. So maybe I shouldn't say it like that. No, we won't always have coronavirus. I was trying to do a play on. Yeah, you get it.
Justin, you know what it means to stay Bombad.
Our
next one,
Justin,
is actually a written submission from someone I work with at my job. Jennifer. Jennifer, I work with Jennifer. She is a great friend of mine, and she wrote in, "Hey Scott, happy 50th. Growing up with two older siblings, it was easy for me to want to follow and copy everything they did. They were born in the 1970s, so they were lucky to be exposed to Star Wars fandom from the beginning. When I was little, I remember my brother always playing with his original Star Wars toys and how I always wanted his Wicket figure because I thought it was a cute teddy bear. I thought the Ewok Playforce was the coolest, and his Jabba the Hutt toy was pretty creepy. I still remember nightmares I would have had about Salacious Crumb chasing me around the house. That's a clear stribling dream. Star Wars makes me immediately think of my siblings. Though Star Wars has always been in our household, I had to look up Bombad. I came across that it meant superb, but correct me if I'm wrong. We can all be a little bit more superb, especially in today's world. So stay superb, my friend. It's rare and inspiring to know someone who has a passion for whatever it may be, as you do. Congrats on 1 year. Jennifer, thank you so much. And there's a special message from me. I love working with you. Remember, you need to stay Bombad. And yes, she's the one that suggested we should watch the Ewok films. So I think that's our next endeavor. Hopefully a live stream where we just watch the whole Ewok film movie and just talk about it.
We're going to have to do something like that. We haven't done a live stream in so long now. I mean,
it'll be in tribute to Jennifer. And thank you so much for always staying Bombad, Jennifer.
I guess thanks for nothing because I had nothing to do with that. So I'm joking.
You're useless.
I know.
Our next one.
That's what my mom told me.
Is from something I think is very important in Star Wars. The father figure and the son figure. Yes. David
Oh.
and Timothy Drennan from Ask Father and Son podcast, one of the greatest ones out there. And look at them in their Make Solo 2 Happen shirts. Hashtag Make Solo 2 Happen. And they had something wonderful to say. Jerry, would you like to listen to it?
I would love to. Yeah, I'll gush later.
Hey, this is David.
This is Timothy, and we're as father and son.
We just wanted to call and wish Scotty and Jerry congratulations and happy birthday / anniversary on their 50th episode and 1 year anniversary of their Bombad cast.
Great job, guys.
Yeah, we're really excited for you guys. This is awesome. 1 year, it's hard to believe it's been a year, but I just want to say what saying Bombad means to me is that I'm really proud of you guys for what you do on your show, the zany things you do, the crazy songs you sing, the cat appearances, all of the fun stuff that happens. But you guys are a real inspiration, and especially on things that some people might look down on, like Jar Jar's gotten some bad rap in the past, but you guys started a podcast that actually is all about being Bombad and all about Jar Jar, which is excellent. And one of the things that, I'm sorry I'm doing all the talking here, but one of the things that you really inspired me on was the episode where you guys talked about the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and Timothy and I are going to give that movie another go around.
I got to go back to it.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple times, and it was not our favorite, but you guys really inspired me, and I told him, hey, we've got to watch that again because those guys made me want to love that movie. So we're really excited for you guys. Timothy, you got anything?
I think that's about it from us. So.
All right, so all we have to say now is stay Bombad.
Dude. Timothy and David, like some of the best guys. Like they were some of the first people I really started talking to on Twitter that were like content creators and stuff, and they had that first video they did on their YouTube channel that was all like just them playing Super Star Wars together as like, as father and son, which is their everything. It's so fun. I mean, they're just like having fun. A couple of really just like nice dudes who were like you could tell having fun. They have like a fun, like kind of chemistry, which you hope for in a father-son relationship, but it just was really cool, the way they were like playing around, having fun. And then now they've got a couple of they have some really awesome essay videos.
Oh, I didn't know
their
that.
Yeah. They have and right before Rise of Skywalker came out, they both did essays on their opposite feelings of should Kylo Ren be redeemed. They each felt differently. And so they each did an essay on why the opposite thing should or shouldn't happen and stuff. It's just, it sounds, go check it out because it's at the time it was very triggering and stuff, for some fans, but just so good. But seriously, go check out As Father and Son. If you're not right now, the heck are you doing? Go follow him.
What are you doing, Bombad boys and girls?
I don't know if I like that one. Are you the Star Child or are you John Wayne Gacy dressed up in clown makeup, ready to
rock and roll with it?
That is a deep true crime cut, by the way. That is a serial killer reference, and I'm a creep. So Bombad. I'm a weirdo. And next,
the man,
Jeff.
the myth, a fan from day numero uno, Jeffrey Fishbach from the Blue Milk Cafe. Jerry, a show you've guested on.
I have guested on there too.
So sick.
Honestly, talk about and you still haven't listened to it because I guarantee you still haven't watched Stranger Things season 3, right?
I haven't. Yeah. Shame on me. Paul's been telling me to watch it.
Yeah. I'm just really disappointed right now. No, it's funny. Like I had just finished it the night before. He's like, I wanted someone to talk about this with me, and I was like, oh, come on and talk about it. I love that stuff. And it's such a great guy, dude. Jeff is just one of the most positive dudes out there. I don't know, like. Let's hear what Jeff has to say because Jeff just also has a really cool, very smooth and relaxing voice.
Here we go. This is Jeff.
Hey, Bombad guys, Jerry and Scotty. Congratulations on the 50th episode of the Bombadcast.
This is your old friend Jeff Fishbach from the Blue Mill Cafe giving you a call to congratulate you on 50 episodes and also your 1-year anniversary. And what hashtag Stay Bombad means to me, it means Star Wars. It means Star Wars positivity. It means a Star Wars online community that are all friends, are all family, and we all can get together with each other no matter our difference in opinions on some Star Wars subjects. That's what Stay Bombad means to me. You guys have a great, positive show, and everyone should be listening to it. And, you know, until we talk again, hey, stay Bombad. Talk to you guys later.
One of the best!
Jeff is like, seriously, go check out Blue Milk Cafe if you haven't either. He does this, such an awesome thing where he has like the background, like sounds like you're actually talking in a cafe. It doesn't when you're recording. Sorry, I'm peeking behind the curtain. But Jeff, not everyone should listen because I don't want my mom to listen to some of these episodes. So yeah, you gotta be careful with that. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, man, for the I can't believe the things that people are coming up with for this. Like, it's just seriously, you guys, you're like really, you're showing us that we hit the mark we wanted to hit. So thank you.
Like I don't know, like just the variety of people too, and what each one of them represent as well in terms of like where they come from, what they love. And I feel like it's just we're like just a weird gumbo of energy here. We always have been, and
energy gumbo. I believe that's what Luke had to eat before he force projected himself to create energy gumbo.
That will be a shirt. I will take it.
Energy gumbo. That and
gumbo.
Gungan Goons. I'm sorry. I still
those
love
are good.
Gungan Goons, man. That's awesome. But no,
Jeff,
seriously.
you are the energy gumbo of the Bombadcast. Take that with what you
All you guys, man. Jeff, all you guys. Like, seriously, thank you, Jeff, so much from the bottom of our Bombad hearts.
Go listen to Blue Mill Cafe. Do yourself a favor. And remember, Jeff, what's justice to do?
Stay Bombad.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out how to say it differently. There's so many times I'm saying this. Oh my goodness.
Our next one is a friend of the show. Did you burp? Was it a burp?
It was a gasp.
That sounded like a burp.
A raspy gasp. Yeah, okay.
Is Ro Gazga from Scarescope Podcast and the leader of the Red 5 Network. He is Red 5 himself. He is a chef's kiss of a man. And Ro is always retweeting. Love about Ro. He is a social media, like, I don't even know, like God. He's like, like I'll make a post and it's
always something really like snappy and I
know, it's great.
It's always like a good like retweet. You know what I mean? With like
brings the bacon,
GIF or whatever. It's perfect.
Yes, he just knows. He knows how to work it. Let's see what Ro had to say real quick.
Hey, Bombad boys, what's up? This is Ro from the Scarab Scuttlebutt podcast. First off, happy 1 year to the Bombadcast. We just celebrated our 1 year, same as you guys, starting up on the heels of Star Wars Celebration Chicago, which was truly epic. So congratulations. So what does it mean to stay Bombad? Well, for me, it means to be honest with yourself. You guys are big fans of that wonderful Gungan from episode 1, Mr. Jar Jar Binks, and one thing is for sure, Jar Jar lived unapologetically true to himself. He was a friend to many and wore his emotions on his sleeve. There is a certain sense of comfort knowing that when you deal with people who are like Jar Jar, you know where you stand. We've made a lot of friends in the Star Wars community, and we've all enjoyed interacting with each other. And one thing I can definitely say, that staying Bombad, to me, means staying true to the spirit of Star Wars and the incredible inclusion that it offers all fans, whether it be Gungans or Gamorreans. Star Wars has allowed us to make connections through our voices. So stay Bombad. Congratulations on year 1, and that's the Scuttlebutt.
One of the best in the
Dude.
nation. Let's get another good look at him. Stud.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Oh,
God bless.
Ro has always been like, again, he's very good at what he does, right? Like the guy has been meant to podcast. Like he's just made for it. But like, man, that Ro, seriously, dude, thank you so much for like following and all that. Again, and like all these shows that have like started, we all kind of started around the same time, you know, we all wanted to talk about this, but it's just, gosh, thank you so much. You guys are really flattering. It's really flattering still hearing the things that you guys say about like what Stay Bombad means to you and stuff. Again, gosh, I just.
And Ro, just a little shout out. Ro, you can put this at the very beginning of your I guess what would they call it? Your title cards on your shows. You can always put, "It's me, Paul Stanley, and you're listening to a show on the Red 5 Network." That's for you, Rogazka. That's for you. I know Pete won't let me do it, so you probably let me do it.
Are you done? Are you... Can I talk? Sorry, I'm joking.
Oh, bless it.
Oh man, I'm gonna paint my beard. I think, like, I'm just gonna paint my face and beard next time.
Yeah. Thank you, Ro. We got two more.
Thank you.
We got two more people. This next one knows how to stay Bombad, and it is our friend. It is our friend, Alex Damon, Star Wars.
Oh!
As someone I am proud to randomly text and be like, "Did you watch the gallery? Did you see the last episode of Clone Wars?" Of course he's watched it. He's Star Wars Explained.
He runs Star Wars Explained, him and Molly.
Literally
They just did like a Schmodown promo too. Did you see that?
I know. It's hilarious. Like, I forget, like, you know, Star Wars Explained was what kind of got me back into Star Wars. Like, really, it was the movies, and then I discovered him, and then I'm like, you can make Star Wars stuff on the internet? And that's when it dawned on me. And like, literally, I will shoot Alex a text super random. It can be like 3 or 4 in the morning, like, "Did you watch Clone Wars yet?" And he'll always respond back within a minute. He's like, "Yep," and it was amazing. Well, I don't even know why. I feel like he wouldn't, like, why wouldn't he have seen it? He literally works. This is his job. So I don't know.
Have you ever seen Star Wars?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you would love the guy with the mustache. Just saying.
Yes. There's a guy named Biggs.
Can I say that picture of me and them?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
I've wanted to tell you guys ever since we've been doing this. I'm sorry for the awkward things I said to you before that picture, because I was just like I got really like sweaty for a second. It was like, "Oh, I love all your content. It's really great. It's you guys are awesome," and stuff. And then I took the picture and then I went away and really, like, you know, immediately started the hating of yourself, you know, like when you leave, you're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that," and stuff. So again, thank you for being on the show, for talking with us, Alex, and let's listen to your thing, and hopefully we can get you and Molly on soon. So again.
Yes. This is what Alex had to say.
What's up, Bombadcast? Congratulations on reaching your 50th episode and your 1-year anniversary. This is Alex from Star Wars Explained. So what does it mean to stay Bombad? I think that's kind of like just the cool Gungan way of saying, "May the Force be with you." I mean, Jar Jar was promoted to the rank of Bombad General. So I have to assume that translates to something like just big, cool guy. Like he's a cool dude, and he's a cool dude general. And so staying Bombad is like, hey, stay cool out there, stay awesome. It's just a fun way of saying, "May the Force be with you," and have a nice day.
Stay Bombad, Alex.
Oh gosh. Okay, so that's canon though now, right?
Yeah,
that's how that works. If Alex says it, it's canon.
You made it canon, Alex.
Yeah.
Stay Bombad. No, who's
the guy with the fur coat that We Serve Droids is trying to? Do you know? Maybe I don't know.
Maybe. No, Alex, thank you so much,
Thank
brother,
you so
for
much,
sending us
man.
a message. I feel so lucky to call you a friend and that we will spend many a celebration together hanging out. And the best part about this is you get to this is just someone I would almost consider a leader in the community. And here he is, listening to Bombadcast, hanging out with us. He's been on the King of the Crystal Skull episode. He's been on the Positivity episode. He's hung out with us and did a whole Bombad build-up. And I'll never forget, I was talking so much that Alex couldn't even get a word in. So it's just how it is. And he wants to still come and hang out. So Alex,
let's just say seriously, dude, seriously. And we've both been Alex and Molly, Star Wars Explained is one of the things that got you back into Star Wars.
Yes.
Star Wars Explained, Hello Greedo, Collider Jedi Council for a while. And all that kind of stuff, man. You guys were the ones who made us want to get into talking about this kind of stuff.
Make the leap.
Yeah.
They helped me make the leap. And I can't thank them enough. So what I'm going to gift Alex something right now. Alex, this is for you. Hi, it's me, Pa Stanley of Kiss. And you're watching Star Wars Explained. Use that what you will. That is for you. It's an endorsement.
That is absolutely free.
Retweet in this situation means an endorsement. So you have been endorsed by Paul Stanley.
Well,
and you know what it means.
You know it.
You know
it.
It means be a badass Bombad general. That's what it means.
I loved that. That was great.
That's amazing.
Oh man.
Our next one, Jerry.
That was such a.
Our next one does not need an introduction, though.
Our next one. He doesn't. They don't.
Don't get excited. Just don't.
Alex and Molly David for Star Wars Explained. What the heck? Come on. I mentioned him at the beginning of the episode. Do we have to bring him up again?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
I just don't want to deal with it. I tried being his compadre. I actually tried ganging up on Terry over here.
I forgot.
Being able to, and then he comes back. He's like, no, you're just doing that to be my friend. I don't know what you want, Rick. Hopefully this message will tell us what he wants.
What do you want, Rick? What do you want?
Let's listen.
This is Rick. I can't believe you guys had to set up a call-in line just to get me on the show. I mean, all you had to do was ask Scotty, Jerry. Listen,
it's gonna happen.
I understand that having me come on to talk to you guys would be the biggest thing for your show. I get that. And as much as I would love to help boost your ratings and or your followers and all of that, this is not the right way to do it, guys. I'm just saying, if Paul Stanley couldn't do it for you guys, I'm your only hope. That's just the fact.
Well, I'm here, Rick.
Listening to this, who knows how awful Jerry has been to me for the last almost 50 episodes, is probably on my side. And, it's telling that, Scotty's there to back you up, Jerry. I don't know what more I can say to that your buddy there's got your back. And I've been flying solo this whole time. Hashtag make solo 2 happen.
Screw you.
So
wrong show.
Listen, congrats, I guess, on 50 episodes. I think it's kind of cool that you guys have made it that far, but it's too bad that it took you almost a year to come up with a plan, to come up with a way to have my sultry voice on your show for whatever reason. Congrats, gentlemen, and a stay Bombad.
halfway decent. Not bad. Not bad. See the thing, Rick.
Who was that talking on the microphone? I didn't see nobody. Who was it? Did you just hear
It's
that?
almost like you're almost like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You know, like 1 second you're Scotty, the next minute it's like we're on video, so it's like, whoa, here I am. Boom.
Who was that, Jared? Was that the ghost of? Was that Peter Chris
on the phone there?
Who was that man? Rick, I hate you.
Who's that man?
Who was that man?
Rick, don't worry. We didn't set up this line so you could be on the show. It already existed. We just don't want you on the show. That's the thing. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. We go back. We go on. We do go on, Rick, and all that kind of stuff like that, you know.
Dick, more like Dick.
Okay. In all seriousness, Rick has been with us for forever. Rick sent us wasn't it Rick who sent us the am I thinking of Rick or was it Michael? Someone said he send like a voicemail for the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull episode? Whatever.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't remember. All right, fine. We'll have you on the show sometime. I don't know when. We're going to have you on because we're going to have to, like, you know, we're going to have to settle this once and for all. I don't know how. We got, like, a schmodown thing going on. Like a schmodown, like, rivalry with no schmodown. So, I don't know. Maybe Laura from Force Toast, do you want to can we go with you sometime and like get on there, or Alex and Molly? We know stuff.
You don't know nothing, Rick. You gonna lose to us, Rick. It's gonna be Paul Stanley versus Rick Villanueva.
What's he gonna lose though?
He's
his
gonna
self-respect. Coming on the show, you would lose the self-respect.
He has a kiss. He has a Kiss on Me badge that's tattooed to him. I'm gonna cut that damn thing off.
Wow, that is incredibly violent.
Yeah,
Paul,
he doesn't want to stay Bombad. He thinks he does. He stays foolish.
You're definitely the Mr. Hyde of the Dr. Jekyll to Scotty's Dr. Jekyll. That's all I'd say.
You're a great guy. I can't wait to actually speak to you and not have to just defend myself through a literally a comment section.
Rick, no, we got to have Rick on so we can actually have a civil conversation, because the back and forth thing is like it's a shtick. It is a shtick. Like we see.
No, it's not.
Well, what's funny is like we are all in that Black Series Rebels photo, right? That we all took. Forget what day it was, and Rick is like not 2 feet away, like 3 feet away from me.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, and yeah, no, Rick, if we had you on this, you know, the seriousness is gone now. We have you on the podcast, it will be big, and big like coronavirus big. And I don't think we want that. So, yeah.
I'm going to take a message for Rick. Rick. Stay Bombad.
There's a lot of sexual tension in that one. There you go. Get the pout. Rick. Okay. I love the Cad Bane. Like,
this is it.
I love it. Love the Cad Bane thing. That's actually a picture of Rick. They modeled Cad Bane after Rick. That's what he actually looks like. So,
guys,
oh my gosh.
Gals.
Is that it?
The 50 episodes and years of Bombadcast. Jerry, we did it.
We did it. I believe 50 was the number of pilots who had tried to escape Iago in the Clone Wars, the moons of Iago, you know? 50 tried, 50 died. And we tried, 50 tried. We haven't died, so
we doing okay, baby.
See you 51, maybe. Who knows?
So, real quick, this has been a great episode. I love doing this with everyone. Thank you so much for anyone that sent in a message. Maybe for 100th episode, we'll send lollipops to you. And I am just looking forward to every episode leading up to our 50th, 100th.
Just get like a loose lollipop in your mailbox.
And it just says, from Paul.
It's been rolling around in your grandma's purse for 5 years.
It's nice. It's from 1997. I found it at a consignment store. It's got
one of the original blow pops.
It is. It is, Jerry. But no, guys and gals and everyone that listens and joined, thank you so much for making us want to stay Bombad for 50 more episodes. And I am just beyond thankful to have Jerry as my partner in crime. And Jerry is thankful to have Paul Stanley as his partner in crime.
Yes.
And Jerry, do you have anything else you want to say before I close up the show?
Just that keep that positivity going. Like the things you guys were saying about staying Bombad, that's what we meant when we came up with it. That's what we wanted to make this show, is the positivity, is the not being afraid to love what you love. Because I mean, you, Scotty, too, but the reason I wanted to have a show where you could have a platform to love what you love and not have anyone like tell you you're wrong or you suck and stick your head in a toilet, or in all seriousness, just like, make you feel less than a Star Wars fan, right? If you love Jedi Rocks, I'm right there with you. You love Jiao Yaoza, all that kind of stuff. You love Holdo. I literally set up, look, Holdo is holding the gun. She's about to blow Snoke's head off because I like to, again, take off fanboys and stuff. But I am myself a fanboy. So you could say we're bringing fanboy back. What? Them other fanboys don't know how to act. What? Take it to the chorus. Okay, no, cut it out. Cut that out. We don't need to. No, we probably don't need to do that. Jaja Bing said that he got it. I got nothing else. How many poses does he have? No one knows. No one knows. But in all seriousness, guys, again, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Again, we would not be at 50 episodes if you guys weren't listening and watching and just giving us all the encouragement and support. And
you are what it means to stay Bombad.
Yes, you guys are what it means to stay Bombad. You are the epitome of it. And thank you for making our heads grow even larger. We'll see where they are by 100. You might not be able to. You should be faces on the screen at that point.
It'll just be.
Yeah, exactly like that, right? Boy, that is just haunting in the best way. Sorry,
Jerry, can I do us the honors?
I would be honored.
50 episodes. At the first, here's a little brief hint. I was afraid to do it for like the first 10. I remember. And I asked you, you were like, oh, your turn. So 50 episodes later, here we are. Jerry. It's me, Paul Stanley, with the Bombadcast. And I'm going to need you to rock and roll all night and party every day. But remember, Gretna, you need to stay Bombad.
Oh, stay Bombad. Kermit the Frog is still here.
Kermit, what did I tell you about showing up on my studio lot?
You know, you haven't really told me about anything. Oh, no, don't show behind the curtain. Good night, Saga.
You shall all Bombad.